This is Muhammad Hamouda speaking. Today we are going to continue and talking about the translation of limited access technology texts. Last lecture we talked about the translation of open text and we differentiate between open text and limited access text, and we said that open text usually it is a type of texts which include or which are available to all people in general regardless their uh, cultural background, educational level or level of education, or even their gender and their age, and so on. It is available to old people as well as young people. It is available to highly educated people and to less educated people. Also, it is available for women and men, girls and boys in general. So, open texts that are the texts which are available to all people in general, while limited access text is a text which is limited for a specific people, and it is highly specialized. It contains a lot of specialized terms. Today we are going to investigate this type deeper. Okay, now let us start with the nature of limited access texts. Actually, it is defined as the text which is limited, or it has the text which has a limited access to a specific peoples only, to specific people. It is a text. Another time, a limited access text is a text which is specific, which is available to specific people. Okay, such as the director of a company. It is given under a special request, a formal request from the specialized person whenever he wants to create a web solution after seeing an advertisement offering the service. Okay, so it is available to specific people. Also, it is given under a formal request from a specialized person, and it is used as it uses or it is sent via a secured channel. I mean, it is not available, but it is sent it is sent via a secured channel such as personal emails, faxes, uh, price quotation, and so on. So it is not available via internet openly, I mean, but it is available under certain circumstances. Most of the time, it is sent through a channel or a secured channel. Okay. Now also, okay, I want to go limited access. Actually, also as open text, as we said, open access text is a multifunctional text because it addresses uh, all people in general in the society. At the same time, limited access text is a multifunctional text because it has several functions. We have one predominant function, and then we have also several less important functions uh, which support and highlights the predominant function. So we have several functions. Yes, they vary in terms of their importance. Some functions are more important than other functions. We have more important function and we have also less important function, but at the end we have several functions in the limited access text. So limited access text is usually a multifunctional text. Okay. Uh, Also, a very important issue that we let us go to the practical issue, to the practical part, and we investigate. Now, the first type or circulated terms. Circulated terms, these technical terms are highly daily occurrence during ordinary discussions. They occur a lot in everyday these discussions related to computer sciences and internet activities in general. So these circulated terms usually uh, are reoccurring terms in ordinary discussions and conversations related to computer sciences and internet activities. Actually, these terms such as logo, finishing, feedback, mobile version, Facebook, Twitter, uploading and downloading, uh, tagging and linking items, thumbnail, and the traffic. Okay, regarding logo, the first translator render it as شعار, and the second translator also renders it as شعار. So they share and they introduce the same rendition, and this rendition is acceptable and comprehensible. Okay, so logo can be translated into شعار. The second item, finishing. الإنجاز، وضع اللمسات الأخيرة. طيب، لو إحنا حكينا وضع اللمسات الأخيرة it is less technical terms. It is a less technical term. Okay, but الإنجاز, it gives us, or this term or this word الإنجاز gives us finishing a technical job. I mean, we have a technical job or a technical work, and we have finished it up. Okay, or we have finished this work. It is better to render finishing into al-injaz to keep the same technical degree and the same technical value of the original word, while وضع اللمسات الأخيرة is less technical. Yes, it indicates the meaning, it reflects the intended meaning, but at the same time, it reduces the technological and technical uh, value of the text. Okay. طيب، فيسبوك feedback التغذية الراجعة it is acceptable in both renditions because and both translators render it as التغذية الراجعة. Actually, uh, has feedback as a word has an equivalent term in Arabic, and this equivalent term is التغذية الراجعة, and it is used widely in Arabic daily life. Okay, or in daily life for the Arab people. Okay. Mobile version، نسخة الهاتف المحمول. And the second one is النموذج المتنقل. طيب، نجي لموبايل version. Actually, mobile version it is a mobile application version. Okay, it is a software عبارة عن برنامج runs the mobile phones and the smartphones, and it is designed to assist customers to handle daily tasks. Okay. نسخة الهاتف المحمول and النموذج المتنقل. النموذج المتنقل is a literal translation. And we notice that النموذج المتنقل is less technical. It is not highly technical uh, word or expression. while نسخة الهاتف المحمول is more appropriate than النموذج المتنقل. Why? Because the translator or this rendition takes into consideration the context of website proposal. Okay, so it is a kind of application. نسخة الهاتف المحمول is a kind of application or refers to a kind of application which is installed on the mobile to conduct specific tasks. Okay, so it is نسخة الهاتف المحمول refers to application installed on the mobile, while النموذج المتنقل it does not refer to an application that runs a smile phone or a smartphone or a mobile phone. Okay, so it is better to translated into نسخة الهاتف المحمول. Facebook, actually Facebook is rendered as, look at Facebook. Okay, صفحات الفيسبوك وتويتر. صفحات فيسبوك and Twitter. Actually, both renditions are acceptable because Facebook and Twitter are widely used in Arabic. Most of the time, the adaptation or transcription of these two words into Arabic is acceptable. While Twitter, Facebook does not have an equivalent term in Arabic, while Twitter we have التغريدات as an equivalent term, but actually التغريدات or the equivalent term is less used than the original term Twitter. Okay, so it is acceptable to render it as a Twitter or as Facebook. Uh, then uploading and downloading. رفع وتحميل الملفات، تحميل وتنزيل الملفات. طيب نجي upload and download. These two terms refer to the direction or indicate the direction of transforming the information. Uploading, the direction will be from the user or into his laptop or into a website, while downloading, the direction is from the website into the computer or into the personal laptop of the user. Okay, or the user's personal laptop. Okay, so رفع indicates the uploading, indicates the direction. تحميل does not indicate the direction. تنزيل, yeah, تنزيل indicates the direction. So uploading is better to be rendered as رفع الملفات. Downloading is better to be rendered as تنزيل الملفات because رفع وتنزيل indicate the direction of or indicate the directions of information from okay. طيب tagging and linking items. وضع إشارات وربط المحتويات. وضع علامات وربط البنود. طيب نيجي وضع علامات وربط البنود عبارة عن literal translation, while وضع إشارات وربط المحتويات is more comprehensible and it refers to a technological or a technical context. وضع إشارات وربط المحتويات refers or indicates a technical context or indicates a technical situation, while وضع علامات وربط البنود does not necessarily indicate a technical context. Okay, so it is better to render it as وضع إشارات وروابط المحتويات. thumbnails مصغرات والصورة المصغرة, both of them are acceptable and indicate the meaning. traffic مشاهدة عالية وحركة مرور. actually حركة مرور is legal, is a general context, uh, a literal translation, and it does not indicate the technical context at all. Okay, while مشاهدة عالية indicates the technical use of this word in internet. Okay. Uh, Now, as we have discussed all of these, now to move to talk about document bound terms. These terms are related to documents exchanged between two parties or more. Okay, look at scalability, plugins, cross browser issues and so on. طيب نيجي ل the first one. scalability قابلية التوسع، قابل للاستيعاب والتوسع. طيب قابلية التوسع is a literal translation and also it is acceptable, but قابل للاستيعاب والتوسع is more acceptable than قابلية التوسع. Why? Because indicates the future possibilities or the possibilities in the future to be expanded. Okay, so the future possibility or expansion is indicated in قابل للاستيعاب والتوسع, while it is not indicated in قابلية التوسع, but both renditions are acceptable and reflect the intended meaning or reflect the majority of the intended meaning. Okay. Plugins الإضافات والإضافات المساعدة, both of them are acceptable, while الإضافات المساعدة is more clarified, or الإضافات المساعدة clarifies the use of plugins or the nature of plugins more. Okay. cross browser issues قابلية دعم كافة المتصفحات والتوافقية مع متصفحات الويب. طيب actually قابلية دعم كافة المتصفحات, it is the Arabic equivalence of cross browser issues, and it is not literal translation, while قضايا المتصفحات المشتركة is the literal translation. Actually قابلية دعم المتصفحات is refers to the intended meaning and it keeps the technical context and the technical value. اوكي طيب فلاش هيدر فلاشية او فلاش actually فلاشية. اوكي فلاشية is can be used flash, يعني هذا الفلاش اللي احنا بناخده اللي احنا بنستخدمه. طيب فلاشية هنا التاء المربوطة it is translated as a flash, and then a syntactic change is used when the translator adds the تاء مربوطة into the flash, because it may to make it or to make it feminine. Okay, to make it feminine. Okay. طيب let us you can read these examples. Regarding the abbreviated terms, a lot of using we have talked about abbreviations a lot. WordPress is تطبيق ووردبريس أو برنامج إنشاء وإدارة المدونات اللي هو ووردبريس. Actually this translation is more acceptable than the first one. Why? Because it reflects the function of this program, while this rendition does not indicate its entire function. Uh, Also, content management system نظام إدارة المحتوى أو نظام إدارة محتوى الويب، نظام إدارة المحتوى أو نظام أنظمة إدارة الحاسوب CMS. Both of the renditions are acceptable. لغة البرمجة PHP، لغة البرمجة النصية. Actually, the addition of uh, النصية limits the nature or limits this a programming language into a specific type or text, which is النصوص or النصوص فقط. Um, while لغة البرمجة PHP does not reflect or does not specify a specific text or a specific text type. Okay. Using Photoshop and we have طريقة استخدام برنامج الفوتوشوب إلى لغات الويب التالية باستخدامنا لبرامج الفوتوشوب ولغات البرمجة مثل لغات actually both of them are rendered uh, and acceptable. Both of them are acceptable renditions. Okay, that's the end of this lecture. I hope you get a lot of benefits. Thank you, and this is the end of the whole course. I wish you the best in the final exam.